Hi, my name's Dan and I'm an old grumpy gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at the Sumo Adversary Mode remixed by Rockstar that's just been released in the last few days. I've had a bit of a crack at it, and I'll be honest, I'm not very good, but I had an awful lot of fun doing it, and as a noob, it is a really fun way to dive into these adversary modes. So as I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm fairly new to Grand Theft Auto Online. I've done the solo campaign more than a few times and am a fairly experienced gamer, but Grand Theft Auto Online is something I've taken quite a long hiatus from. I've only really gotten into it in the last few weeks from the date of recording. And you can see there, OGG Dan, which is my screen name, is only at level 10. And while there are some other low-level players there, most of the players you're seeing there are well into the triple figures. So going into the Sumo remix, going into adversary modes in general, I was a little bit trepidatious, a bit nervous, simply because I thought I would get absolutely creamed in the first few seconds of the match. I would just get utterly destroyed because I'm so low level, the same way I normally do with PvP. What surprised me though, once I dove into the actual match, is it's really well balanced. I was able to really actually compete with other people. There's no special vehicles allowed in this mode, there's no craziness, it's a fair set of vehicles and balanced teams, and that put me on not quite an even footing, but an even enough footing with some of the higher level players there. I was able to hold it with Mr. Grumpy and Rhymes and Crimes, who are literally hundreds of times more senior than I am in the game. In addition to that, as a noob, it's often very challenging to earn enough money to purchase an apartment, to purchase a decent garage outside of some of the special challenges like the treasure hunt, which takes quite some time, and also things like flight school, which only open at certain times of the day, and even then only when you hit certain levels. The adversary mode here, because I was on a decent team, was, and that is incidentally quite random, was a very very-fun way for me to earn a solid bit of coin as a noob without having to grind too hard. So in this case, our team won one round, we came second in another, and that was able to net me 25 grand in roughly a 10 or 15 minute session, which for a noob, for someone at low level with no weapons, with very little experience, and who is not very good at PvP, if I'm honest, 25 grand in 15 to 20 minutes tops out to roughly 75 to 100 grand an hour, so that's really not a bad way to earn coin at that level. I know there are many other players who are earning a cool 5 to 600 grand an hour, if not more, but they've got things like compressors, they've got the nightclubs, or they're VIPs, or have CEO offices, and to be honest, generally much more experience in the game. Efficiencies or lack thereof aside, this mode is an absolute hoot for noobs. I suspect it's an absolute hoot for anyone who participates, but it puts newer characters, newer players, or returning players such as myself on a relatively even playing field, and that really brings the fun into the whole game. The spectating's fun afterwards once you get knocked out, and I'll be honest with you, you will get knocked out a fair bit, but if you can get into some of the final stages of the modes in each round, and there are 4 rounds, it is an absolute blast to play and is surprisingly tactical once you've had a bit of a crack at it. There are people driving around in full-size four-wheel drives thinking they're absolutely untouchable, and as you can see, I could still more or less hold my own with a Deluxo. There's a fella there with one of the Skylines, or one of the things, something that looks like it's based on an MR2, which is a fairly small car, and they just absolutely barrel through the four-wheel drives. It is fantastic to see, it's fantastic to play, and if you're playing at the moment, or if you get into the mode before the 15th of October, and that's just been extended to the 15th of October 2018, you'll also get double RP and double cash. So what do you think? Have you enjoyed playing in the Sumo remix? What's your favourite adversary mode, and is there a better way to make a bit of extra coin as a noob in Grand Theft Auto Online? I'd love to hear your comments, I'd love to start a discussion. Please dive into the comment section below. Thanks for watching, it's been an absolute pleasure having you. If you like what you've seen, click that like button below, it'll really help us out. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that notification and that subscribe button. Thank you, we'll see you in the next video.